हेलो गाइस, हेलो 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 हेलो। कैसे हो भाई आप लोग? क्या हाल चाल है सबके? क्या मेरी आवाज आ रही है? क्या मेरी शक्ल दिखाई दे रही है? और कंफर्म कर दो, उसके बाद फिर स्टार्ट करते हैं। हम्म या चलिए। नाउ आई थिंक आई एम विजिबल। मेरे को यहाँ पे मैं दिखाई दे रहा हूँ। एक बार ग्रुप्स पे लिंक डाल देता हूँ ताकि बच्चे ज्वाइन कर लें। फिर 2 मिनट में स्टार्ट करते हैं। ओके। Just give me a second, guys. एक second. Hello. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Some very immediate technical error occurred, due to which I had to disconnect. Uh, just give me a second. Yeah, fine. Okay, guys. So let's start. Let's start. What are we going to do? Yeah. So in this video, we'll be talking about the layoffs which are being happening in the market very recently. Like if you open the news anytime, you will be just be looking at layoff. This company laid off this many employees. This company laid off this many employees. X company laid off 10,000, 25% of its workforce. Y company laid off 30,000, let's say 10,000, 13% of its workforce. So everybody all around the news, it's just layoffs and layoffs and layoffs. Recently in tech industry, there have been numerous number of layoffs. The past, if we go to the past, just post COVID, we had layoffs in mortgage industry, we had layoffs in finance industry, just now we had layoffs in tech industry. So why are these companies laying off? What is the motive behind this layoff? Were there any other alternatives other than the layoffs? Even edtech industries are laying off at a massive number. So why are these industries laying off the employees? Do Why were they hired if they had to be laid off? Are there any other options left with the employers other than layoff? What all the perks, severances given to the employees if they are laid off? Do they need to serve any notice period? Today we'll be discussing each and everything depending upon the layoff. Like why does it happen? How does it happen? What happens after that? What happens to the employee? What happens to the employers? Why are the employers doing? Why are the employees going to such organizations that are being laying off, that are laying off the employees? And we'll be discussing everything all around the layoff. So I would request you to please be in this video and take the information as much as possible, because this layoff is a very hot and sensational topic in the market today. Anywhere, if you are going to the market, you are going for the jobs, you are going for anything. If you are being giving the interviews, if you are being selected for the organization, that which organization do we need to go? Will What are their past records? What are their present records? Are there any chances that they'll be laying off in future? Each and everything today we'll be discussing in this video. So I will request you to please be hype on this video, and let's start the video. Before starting this video, I would request you that tomorrow is the day, it's the D-Day tomorrow. Like Unacademy is organizing a 10 hours marathon. I'm telling it about it again and again in all my videos, that this marathon is going to be very important for everyone. So all those students who are connected to me, who are watching this video anywhere, or whether it be YouTube or on my Unacademy portal, who are connected with me anywhere, I would request you to please go and watch this marathon. This marathon could be a lifesaver for you all those students who are targeting the 23 attempt of CLAT and AILT. This marathon is going to be a lifesaver for everyone. So I would request you all to please go and watch this marathon. This marathon is starting from tomorrow, which is 19th of November. It is a 10-hour marathon. A 10-hour long marathon. So our educators have worked so hard, will be working so hard. They'll be standing for non-stop 10 hours just for you guys, so that you can get they'll be discussing the strategies there. They'll be discussing the AIMT All India mock test strategies. They'll be discussing the live mock test. If not only this, they'll be also providing with the exciting rewards and many more. So I would request each and every individual to go and watch this marathon. This marathon would be live on YouTube tomorrow. I'll be sharing the links on my Telegram and WhatsApp groups. It would be on the other channel of Unacademy named as Unacademy CLAT. I repeat, this video would be on the other channel of Unacademy named as Unacademy CLAT. So I request you to please go and watch this and have so much fun. Okay, so chaliye, let's go ahead. One more, just a second, guys. Yeah. Okay, and one more thing, Unacademy is also coming up with mock papers. I have always been telling my students it's always good to give more and more number of mocks. As many give, try to give as many mocks as you can before the examination. And also, I am telling if you guys are targeting for 2023 attempts, let's say there are 30 days left. So if you are doing less than 15 mocks, guys, I am really sorry to say you guys are not going to. There are very less chances for you all to make it up for that because we have to do one mock at each alternative day. Trust me, guys. Less than that would be very affecting for 2 years course. That is not going to be any magic in the examination. Many students come and ask me, so what is the need of this mocks? How do they benefit us? Why are we doing? Why are we putting our 3 hours on this? Rather, we can do something productive or we can study something else on these 3 hours. So, guys, let me tell you, these 3 hours are going to be very beneficial for you all. And why are they 3 hours beneficial? Because there is not going to be any magic in the examination. You will not be getting any shakalaka boom boom pencil, or you will not be getting anything for Sonpari like anything. No miracles would be there. It is just your mocks that are going to help you in the examination. If you are scoring let's say 95 in mocks, your score in your examination would also be 5 marks plus or 5 marks minus. It could be 90, 95 or 100. This would be your range, and there isn't going to be any miracle in the examination that okay, you are scoring 30 marks in your mock papers and you will score 130 in your examination. No, this is not going to happen, just mark my words. And also, if you are not good doing any mocks, you'll be totally clueless that okay, how much will we be scoring. You will be not be having the discipline that how to attend the examination and everything. So I would request you all to please have these mocks as many times as possible. Do as many numbers of mocks as possible. Do as many analyze the mock, take corrections, do everything. Yeah. Next is we are having Unacademy is coming up with one more marathon. This is the 8 hour non-stop marathon again on AIMT for CLAT and AILET mock test. Okay, this is going to be an 8 hour non-stop marathon for AIMT analysis on CLAT on AILET mock test. So I would request you to take this marathon as well. This Unacademy has adopted the marathon culture. Trust me, guys. Next is if you haven't subscribed this channel, go and subscribe it. This is an amazing channel. We are also coming up with few batches. This is the batch for NLU champions for 2024 aspirants. So if you guys are targeting CLAT 2024, I would recommend you to get yourself enrolled in this batch. This is highly beneficial for you all. Also, there are a few batches for 23 last minute batches. This is for 23 aspirants. So if you are targeting 23 and if you think that okay, we need to do practice, we need to do revision or anything, you guys can go and enroll yourself into this batch. Also, CLAT has come up with the iconic program earlier, which used to be only an CAT and UPSC. Now, CLAT has also come up with iconic programs. This is our rate list. If you have to purchase any of the courses, you guys can go ahead. You can use my code OEKMS for discounts as well. This is our result for CLAT 2022 aspirants. I would want many of your names here as well. So this is our helpline number. If you guys have any doubts, you can go and join us. Okay. Okay then, Shali, let's start. Let's start then, guys. Let's start. Yeah. So, what are layoffs? Why are the organization having layoffs? Everything about layoffs. We'll be talking everything about layoffs if my computer starts working. Yeah. Okay. Shali, let's start. Let's start. Hmm. Layoffs are called redundancy in UK, US. Now, earlier this culture was followed from in UK only, but now in India everywhere. Is temporary suspension or permanent termination of employee of an employee or a group of employees for business reasons, such as when certain positions are no longer necessary and when a business slowdown occurs. Okay, so now what happens is, if in any of the organization, if any client goes off, or in no that the services of that employees are no more needed. What happens is that services of those employees are no more needed, then the employees or the group of employees are uh, put on temporary suspension or permanent termination. This term is known as layoff. Okay. Layoff focus on positions, not individuals. Exactly what layoff focus is. Like, if we have to lay off the accountant, we'll have to lay off the accountant. We'll not look for the person that, okay, accountant is a good person, let's keep the accountant here and lay off someone else. Okay, we'll not be looking at anyone else. We'll just, if we are laying off the just a second, right? Yeah, if we are laying off the accountant, we are just focusing on the position, we are not focusing on the individual. Layoffs are not to be used for resolving employee performance problems. Yes, exactly. If the employee are, if any of the employee or any group of employees are not working properly, then layoffs are not happening. Those employees are just terminated. That term is not to be considered as layoff. Layoffs are done for some other reasons, that the organization is not earning profits, or the services are no more required, or any slowdown in the business have come, some of the clients have went away, or any of the reasons, this if the employees are terminated, that is known as layoff. And but layoff will not be considered if it is done for the problem of employee performance. Okay, these are not technically classified as firings. Yeah, layoffs are not firings. Firings are for the performance of employee. If the employee is not working fine, or the employee is not working as per our expectations, we will fire him. That is known as firing. And in layoff, it is not, layoffs are not based on the performance of employees, rather than layoffs are based on the economy, or on the business, or on the profits. Okay. Next is layoff regular or complex redundancy. Okay. Layoff regular, laying off few individuals, and complex in laying off the entire department. Okay. If we are laying off 5, 10, or some employees from each department, it is known as laying off few individuals on regular basis. Okay. And what is complex is laying off employees on, like, completely switching off the complete department. That is the laying off the entire department or unit. What are the reasons for layoff? What are the reasons for layoff? First reasons are profits. If the organization is not earning sufficient to pay off their employees, if they want to do the cost cutting or anything, then they lay off the employees. Lack of work, if any of the organization is not having the enough amount of work, if any organization is not having the enough amount of work, then what they do is they simply lay off their employees, with saying that, okay, we don't have work for now, so we'll be again hiring, again we'll getting the work. For example, I have a company named XYZ Limited. I have a company named XYZ Limited. What happened is, suddenly when I started the business, I started getting a lot of work. When I started my business in the beginning, a lot of work started coming, and due to which I recruited 1000 employees. Because I was getting a lot of work, and I started forecasting that, okay, if today I'm getting 5 files, tomorrow I'll get 10, day after tomorrow I'll get 20, and sooner in a month I'll be getting 3000 files, and in a year I'll be getting 3 lakh files. And I started doing this kind of forecasting, and due to which I figured out that if my number of files, if my work is burden is increasing, then I have to recruit more employees, so that they'll help me in taking my work, they'll help me in putting up of my burden. So what I did was, I recruited 1000 employees, but things didn't go as per my forecast, like as per my thinking, as per my let's say foresightness. Things were not going, and the what happened, so the work that was coming started reducing. The work that was coming started reducing with a very high rate. Like, if I'm getting 10 files today, and I was expecting that I'll be getting 20 files tomorrow, and let's say 50 files the next day. Today I got 10 files, I got 2 files tomorrow, and I got no file day after tomorrow. So this was the exactly opposite of what I thought. This was exactly opposite of what I thought. So due to which now the 1000 employees that I hired were useless. Now since I was not having, they were not useless. They were useless for me because I was not having the work. So I had to lay off those employees. So this is the reason of lack of work or lack of foresightedness. Next is organization change. Like this happened in Twitter right now. Organizational change this just happened in Twitter. Like Twitter was earlier being owned by someone else, and as soon as Elon Musk purchased the Twitter, he just fired 50% of the employees. Why? Because he wanted to do the organizational change. As soon as Elon Musk purchased Twitter, he just simply laid off 50% of his workforce just because he wanted to be because of the new organization. Next is economical. Economical. This just happened in Better.com because the Better.com is working for mortgage rates. Mortgage is operating in the mortgage industry, and the interest rates of the U.S. Federal Bank are increasing every day. Interest rates of US Federal Bank are increasing every day, day by day, and due to which the if the interest rates are increasing, there were people have stopped buying their houses, and they more believe in living at the rental houses. Okay, they more trust the rental properties, and people have stopped buying the houses. Now people have stopped buying the houses, result of which people have stopped taking the loans, and if the people have stopped taking the loans, they are no more coming to better.com. So this was due to economy. Everything was running good, but since all of a sudden the interest rate, due to the interest rate hike, no people are no more interested in buying their new houses. So this is known as layoff due to economical reasons. Okay. uh, this is not important. Okay, what are the rights of the laid off employees? First and foremost is the severance. First and foremost is the severance. Severance is if I am laid off today, I will be getting up a pay of, let's say, 2 months or 1 month, because I am laid off today. My organization has said me that, okay, Krishan, you don't need to come from tomorrow. What my organization said is, Krishan, you don't need to come from tomorrow. Now the reason for which that I don't have to come from tomorrow, due to which, but I have a family to look on. I have the EMIs to pay, I have my SIPs to pay, I have all the expenses that remains as it is. So the any of the organization, they just simply cannot lay me off and ask me, and they'll not pay me anything. So they'll have to pay me the certain sum of amount, let's say my salary for next 2 months, my salary for next 3 months, or my salary for next 1 month, or any of the amounts, that is termed to be as severance. That the amount that I'll be getting after being laid off, that is known as severance. Next is preferential rehire. If in future the market again gets well and the organization starts rehiring, if in future the market again gets well and the organization starts rehiring, so it is the right of a laid off employee that he'll be giving the preference over the other employee. Okay. Next is alternatives of layoff. What are all the alternatives of layoff? Rather than cost cutting on employees, they can start cutting the cost on other things like energy saving, training cost. They can reduce the training cost. They can reduce the free lunches, or anything. Rather than cutting down the employees, they can reduce the preferences or the things or the services they are providing to the employees. Rather, this will help the employees to stay safe with their job. Next is EY. What EY did in China was, they just thought, came up with the alternative. They put all employees on leave without pay. They just asked that, okay, they were not having the work, so what they did was, they just they, rather than laying off the employees, what they did was, they told their employees that, okay, you please go on a 2 months or 3 months leave, and we'll not be paying you for that, and after 3 months you can come back. Okay. Next is what luxury retreat Montreal did was employee shuffling. In the villa rental agency has shuffled eight of its 75 employees from departments like product development to revenue generation positions like this, like sales. Okay, they started shuffling their employees. What Best Buy did was they offered nearly 4,000 employees of its corporate headquarters at sweetened severance package if they agreed to leave voluntarily. 500 employees took the company up to on the offer, which of the average employee includes 7.5 months of pay 1 year. Like what they did was they just provided an offer to the employees rather than laying off the employees. They gave the employees an offer that okay, we will be giving you a good amount of severance. So if you want to go, you can go. We are not forcing you. We will be giving you a good amount of severance, and if you want to go, you can go. Will not be forcing you. So this was the severance. Okay. Next, what Twisted Thumb Paperwork did was the company took a day off the work week back in August as a temporary move, but it's still the same schedule 7 months later. Next is Nokia. What Nokia did was Nokia said 1,000 employees that okay, mass voluntary resignation. They asked for their employees to accept holidays as payments and instead of cash for revenue time. Okay. So this was our video, and in this video, what we discussed is how do the layoffs work, what are the rights of the employees during the layoff, what are the alternatives in the companies, what they can do rather than laying off the employees, and everything we have looked into. So I would request that okay, please come in the marathon tomorrow, and probably we'll be meeting in our next video. Till then, bye bye guys, take care, love you all.